God is omnipotent. Yes? I read maybe 6 months ago, and it can't be the latest, but do you know the diameter of the observable universe? So they say, mathematics-wise. 92 billion light years. That's the radius. A light year, light travels 186,000 miles a second. Multiply that by 60. You've got a minute. Multiply that by 60. You've got an hour. Multiply it by 24. You've got a day. Multiply that by 365. You've got a year. How far has light traveled in that year? They say, mathematically speaking, 92 billion light years in diameter. Is this a big place? That's the observable in principle. The not yet observable is 100 sextillion light years. Radius. Is this big? Our Milky Way, at the speed of light, if you got on a little rocket and travel at the speed of light, just across our Milky Way, 100,000 years you'd be traveling. Is this a big place? Right out there at the edge, and the universe, they tell us, is still expanding at a speed they can't get a hold of. It's expanding, creating space as it goes. Right out there on the rim. Picture it as a wave going out. There's the crest of it. Right out there where there's nothing but neutral hydrogen. Just pure hydrogen. You would find a surfboard. And on it, the Lord Jesus surfing. And we'd say, what? Yeah, this place is mine. This is mine. This is the God we serve. Isaiah 40. Read that whole section. Isaiah 40, about all the stars. He put stars in their places the way we throw rice at a wedding. You know, they tell us that recently they have listen to this. Is this not mind-boggling? Well, it gets a bit of a bore. I understand, and I'm going to quit it in a minute. But do you know what they say? They say that they have discovered recently 300 sextillion more stars. Stars they didn't know were there. 300 sextillion. That's a one with what? 24 zeros after it. Multiply that by 300. This I know. That they find a jillion more. They'll all be doing the same thing as the one we've got right now. And if some morning you talk to the sun and you listen really hard, and if you say to him, what are you doing? The sun will say, I'm glorifying God who made me. Multiply that by any number you want to multiply, and they're all doing the same thing. God is omnipotent. Therefore, his overarching purpose cannot be thwarted. Now, he has created us as he has created us, and his sub-purposes can be resisted. But that overarching purpose can never be thwarted. A little squatty body in Babylon thought he had the muscle. He built Babylon. He said, look at this great Babylon that I have built. And God said, watch your mouth, or I'll deal with you. For I rule the world, and I set on thrones the kings that are there. And he might have said, the text doesn't say this, but he might have said, well, you might rule this world, but you need me to rule through. And God would have said, I can rule this world through a donkey. And he said, prove it. And you know what happened. So when the ambassadors from foreign countries came and said, want to talk to the king Nebuchadnezzar, someone would have said, well, there he is. If you can catch him, there he is out there with the animals. God is unimaginably